Welcome back. This is a crystal clear mind. Hello, you beautiful bunch. How have you been? Happy New Year to everyone. I've got some lovely people from all over the world listening now, so welcome and thank you for being here. I had to take a bit of a break over December after catching a lovely winter bug that just left me with no voice and one deaf ear. So I thought I would spare you all having to listen to me struggle through that, and I took a breather to heal. But now I'm back, and boy have I missed being here with you all and chatting. I am so grateful for feeling better enough to be able to make another episode, and also super grateful to have you all here with me. So wherever in the world that you are listening from, I would like to thank you for joining us. Which brings me on to today's subject, gratitude. Now, if you've been on your journey for a while, you will have come across the concept of gratitude many times by now. If you are new to your journey, then maybe not, you may have heard of gratitude. The concept is super simple and very effective. The more you express your gratitude for everything you have, the more you become grateful for. Practicing gratitude is a really easy way to enhance your life, which is why it is so often recommended and suggested as one of the first things that you should try to do when you're aiming for a better mindset. As human beings, we are so prone and can easily become very complacent about all the things that we already have. We have been conditioned with a skewed view on what constitutes true wealth or true accomplishment. And that view makes it really hard for us to sometimes truly see what we already have in front of us. The practice of gratitude is simply the concept of utilizing this easy tool on a daily basis. And it does take practice, trying to remember to view your world through different eyes. It does take practice to do that. And that's why it's suggested as a daily practice. But it does become easier, much more natural over time. You'll eventually find yourself just simply feeling it organically. Now, always remember, with any of these things, nothing should feel hard or difficult, or as if you're putting yourself out, or as if you're just adding it to your never-ending to-do list. Living your life in this manner, it should feel exciting and fascinating and natural to you. So if it doesn't feel good, simply don't do it. There is no rule book here, and it's one of my favourite bits about being spiritual, is there is only guidance available to you. No one is forcing you to do anything you don't want to do. So if you suck at journaling, find another way to make a note of your thoughts. If you are like me and you really struggle to meditate, then don't. Maybe try something else or use a guided meditation. No one is holding a gun to your head. Everything you do on your journey is exactly that. It's yours. It has to fit you. It has to fit your lifestyle. It has to fit your personal style and the way that you live your life. So with that in mind, you can practice gratitude however it works best for you. I know people that use an app and it reminds them every day, and it's set with a little alarm for a nice quiet time of their day, and it reminds them to practice gratitude, and they type it out into their app. I also know people that feel that writing their gratitude out each day works much better for them. They feel that putting words onto paper makes it more real. Some will simply utter the words out loud or even in their head. And some will do it in the morning because it starts their day anew, fresh, being grateful from the second they put their feet on the floor. And then I know others that do it at night as a nice way to put themselves to sleep, reminding themselves of what they had to be grateful for that day. There are no hard and fast answers here. What you need to do is find what resonates with you. So how can gratitude help you make your life better? Well, the effects of it are instant. It can take the first 5 minutes of gratitude to start turning things around for you. So I've got a little list here of benefits and then why they can help you. And I love the first one. It improves your self-esteem. Why does it improve your self-esteem? Because you are opening your eyes to what you already have around you in your life. Maybe you're thankful for your home, your partner, your children, best friend. Maybe it's your awesome job. No matter what it is, it will boost your self-esteem as you can see that what you already have is pretty awesome. It improves energy and health. By lifting your mindset into a positive tone, your mental health and well-being, and also your physical health, they begin to feel the effects of that. It makes us happier and more optimistic. This is a natural side effect of practicing gratitude. You are raising your vibe up, you're keeping your vibration higher, and you are changing your mindset by choosing to do this. So naturally, the knock-on effect from that alteration in your life is that you become happier and you see things from a far more optimistic place. It can help you become more resilient and deal with adversity better. So as you work with gratitude more and more, you will find that as the bad days occur, and of course they still will do that, you will just find it easier to see the wood for the trees. You will see that through the black clouds and the rain, eventually comes a rainbow. Now I know that sounds a little cliche, but it is absolutely true. Right now, if you have a bad day and you've got no practices behind you whatsoever, it's just a bad day that sucks. When you practice these things, and gratitude is a great one for it, you will be able to see that it is just a bad day and that you can work through those. You can become more generous and forgiving by using gratitude. So another lovely side effect is that the more you notice you have, the more you would like to pass that feeling on to others. It naturally becomes generosity, and not necessarily in a monetary manner. You can become equally as generous with your time, listening to someone, maybe with a hug. It keeps you in the present moment. Oh, I love this one. I find that practicing gratitude grounds me. It brings me into the moment, into the present moment, bad days and all. And it also makes me feel very aware of what I'm feeling at that exact moment in time. So it brings you into the moment. It can lower your stress, your anxiety, and your bad thoughts, which is kind of natural, really. We've already said that, it can help in other manners. It can help with your mental health. So naturally, it would be intended to lower stress and anxiety. And the reason that it does this is because when you are feeling grateful for everything and you're feeling more able to adapt to those situations that life throws at us, our mental health will benefit from that almost immediately. It can improve relationships. Doesn't matter who that relationship is with. So when you look at people with grateful eyes, you begin to see them in a very different light. If someone does something kind for you, I have absolutely no doubt at all that you would say thank you. But other than your brain making those words come out of your mouth, try and really think, did you think or feel much about that thank you that you said? Did you take a second to really ponder on what that person did for you or why they did that for you, and really feel from your heart that you were actually grateful for the gesture? The chances are probably not so much. We say thank you a lot in a day. Someone holds open a door, yeah, thank you, you walk through it. It's not a slight on any of us. It's how the world is and how we've been conditioned to be in that world. So next time anyone, does something for you, really feel it. Perhaps someone on the bus gives you their seat. And you say in your head, I am truly grateful for the kindness of this person in offering me their seat. My feet, my back, they're tired. I'm grateful for the opportunity to sit down. Maybe your husband brings you a cup of tea. I am so grateful for my lovely husband bringing me this cup of tea. It's hot, I didn't have to make it, and he's inspired me to sit down just for a moment to enjoy that cup of tea, and it was so thoughtful of him. Maybe a child draws you a picture, even if you can't work out what that picture is supposed to be of. I am so grateful that this picture was made for me. It was made with love and care, and I can feel that coming off the page. How kind of them to want to do that for me. I want you to really try and feel the gratitude in the moment. Gratitude also provides perspective, and it helps you to look for the good in your life. Again, kind of a natural side effect of using it. This one is probably the most important one of all, because changing your perspective is kind of the key here. You want a better life. You want to feel better. You want to love better. You want to live better. Gratitude will change how you see your current existence. It will show you that even if one area of your life totally sucks, there are so many other areas that are already abundant. It will show you that even on your worst days, there is always something to be grateful for. So let's talk about those bad days, because I think it's probably the question that comes up most when someone says to you, be grateful for what you have, and you kind of go, well, everything's rubbish. What have I got to be grateful for? So let's talk about that. We all have bad days, some more than others, some more often than others, but there are bad days in everyone's life, and they will forever be there. Tragedy will happen, bad stuff happens. So how, on a really rubbish day, do you still find something to be grateful for? In short, the answer is you look for it. Scenario: it's an awful day. You feel anxious. Something is truly weighing heavy on you. You just don't want to get up, but you have to. Where in all of that do you find gratitude? In the small or the constant things is my answer. On days like these, I go for things that I take for granted. So when I have these bad days, I will just sit for a moment and I will make myself think of the things, the simple things, that I can be grateful for at that moment. I am so grateful that I woke up in a warm, comfortable bed. I am so grateful for having electricity and heating in my home right now. I am so grateful for my home, which keeps me and my family safe and gives us a space to come back to. I am so grateful for my healthy children. I am so grateful for my health. It keeps me strong and it keeps me going. And so on. These are simple, obvious things. I mean, you would literally probably just sit there and think, that's kind of obvious, isn't it? That you're grateful that you're healthy and you're grateful that you have your home. But they are things that we forget. So even on the worst days, I can still bring my brain around and say, I actually have a lot to be grateful for. And I am. So even in terrible times of heartache, money troubles, sickness, divorce, you name it, if we can still find other things to be grateful for, this gratitude will alter your mindset into a more positive stance, which will provide you with the resilience that we spoke about earlier, and into a better place to deal with the bigger problems. Most of all, to remember that this isn't for anyone else. Although others around you will feel the benefits of you improving your mindset, gratitude is just for you. You do what works for you. You do what feels good for you. When I started to practice gratitude, I did it with a kind of what could it hurt sort of attitude. I figured I didn't need anything to do it with, not even a pen and paper unless I actually wanted to. It wasn't going to cost me anything to give it a go. I didn't need anyone else's help to try it, so what could it hurt to give it a go? Now, I'm always honest with you. I have a chaotic, busy life. So do I forget to practice doing this religiously every day? Of course I do. But because I've been at it for a while now, I still say it all the time, even if it's just in my head. A client pays us their invoice. I am so grateful for money flowing into our life. If I get a discount on an item at a shop that I wasn't expecting to, I am so grateful for this wonderful surprise blessing. Thank you, universe. This has really cheered me up. When I go and buy our food shopping, something we all do all the time, I am so grateful for this money that I have to spend on the things that my family needs. And on it goes. Now, in an upcoming episode, I'm going to be discussing a little bit more into the law of attraction, which is another area where gratitude works so beautifully with. To make room for the things that you want in life, you first have to become grateful for the things you already have. So I want you to go away and, whether it's pen to paper, on an app, typing it on your computer, just in your head or saying it out loud, looking in the mirror, give gratitude a go. You would be surprised how you go from not really knowing what to be grateful for to all of a sudden having a list every day that you are already grateful for before your day even begins, perhaps. And you get to the point where you kind of look and go, wow, that's pretty awesome. And you start your day that way. So that's it for this time. But I do want to leave you with one final thought. Gratitude can boost the neurotransmitter serotonin, and it activates the brainstem to produce dopamine. Dopamine is our brain's pleasure chemical. Therefore, the more we think positive, grateful thoughts, quite simply, the healthier and happier we feel. So until next time, be kind to yourself and be grateful.